Good morning, CEOs. It is 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to the Hope Channel. Welcome. Again, my name is Coach B, the CEO, co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. Want to welcome you to Monday Morning Magic. And how was your week? It's pretty cold out here. It is pretty cold out here. For us out here in New York City, it is pretty cold. I think we had temperatures in the low 20s, feeling like the 10s, like 10, 11, 12 degrees out here. It has been pretty cold, breathtaking. I went out there, I took a few walks working through my uncomfortability with cold weather. So, psyching myself up, changing my mindset, that if I go outside and I take a walk, it's not going to be the end of the world. So, again, that was my weekend. It was cold. I was home pretty much relaxing, preparing for some upcoming events. But I'll get into that and other Monday Morning Magic episode. But how was your weekend? Was it cold as well? If so, I hope you found a way to stay warm inside. Meaning inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your body. I hope you had a way to stay warm. So my channel on YouTube is Coach B, the CEO, as you see it there. If you would like to leave a comment, we're in Facebook, so you can hit the StreamYard link, give them permission so that your comment can be shown on Facebook. And if you're in YouTube, leave a comment and we'll pull up the comments. And let me just go to the comments here so that I can see if they come up, then I can pull them up. Just want to say thank you for watching, whether you're watching in real time, whether you're watching the replay. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Today's topic: play to win. Play to win. WIN. Play to win. Wow. Play to win. When I think about playing to win, I ask myself, what is the chief aim? What is it that I am trying to accomplish? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What am I trying to accomplish? Am I writing down my goals? Am I visualizing the outcome? Am I utilizing all my senses, like the touch, the smell, the hearing, the taste, the sight? When I'm thinking about my goal, what does it look like? What's the chief aim here? And when I think about the I and when I'm thinking about the inventory, the inventory is consistent of my strengths, my resources, the obstacles, the threats. What's my mindset? When I do the inventory, I want to do the inventory on a mental, emotional, financial scale. I want to do the inventory from various vantage points so that I could really see how my chief aim is going to come into fruition. So, the reason why I developed a different strategy for my goal setting is that what I realized is that while I can do the goal and write down the objective and I can have an end date, I can make a smart goal. One of the things that I learned over, the course of the last couple of years in developing my business and having my business is that there are things that I don't account for that really shows up in the inventory process. So I can have the resource of so I can have the resource of money, let's say, to invest in something, but do I have the time? Do I have the mental energy? Do I have the emotional energy to invest in the product, right? So let's say I want to enhance my skills as an example, and I might have the money to go to school to do X, Y, and Z, and that's a worthy goal because I want to enhance my skills and my knowledge. But do I have the time put aside? Do I have the emotional energy that it's going to take and require? What happens when I get discouraged? How do I plan on getting back on track? If I get a setback, what does that look like? Like I have to anticipate that some things can happen. Anybody can tell you that if they have a major project, that at any time an obstacle or a barrier can show up. Sometimes it's external and sometimes it's internal, like our moods and our perceptions and our mindset. So the inventory part on a more what they call intangible, right? Because our mind and our emotions are not solid like money, but they still play a major role or part in us achieving our goal. So, what's the inventory? Do I have good habits? Do I need to develop other habits? Am I resilient? I really need to take a checklist, so to speak, and look at my character and say, oh, okay, this is part of it, this is part of it, this is part of it. I'm going to need to improve here in order to do that. Do you give up easy? If things don't work out, do you quit easy? That's inventory material because that says a lot about whether or not the goal is actually going to be accomplished. So, again, when I think about the win, what's my chief aim in the inventory? Mental, emotional, financial. I got to break those things down as well. Again, look at my character, look at my strengths, look at my weaknesses, look at the opportunities, look at the threats, both internal and external. And then when I get to the end, what's the next stage? So, how do I want to move forward in this attainment of reaching this chief aim? What's the next stage? So for so you have the long term goal, you have the short term goals, you have some objectives, but sometimes those objectives need objectives too, right? So what I'm talking about is really unpacking something and really breaking it down to bite-sized pieces in order to achieve that chief aim. Like I said, when I developed this strategy for myself and for my business, and that's the other part that I want to talk about, is that the strategy has to be effective both in my business and in my personal life. I know from experience that if your personal life is not on par with your business life, then your business life suffers. And if your business life is not on par with your personal life, then guess what? Your personal life suffers as well. So, again, what's the win? Are we playing to win? What's the chief aim? Do the inventory, both intangible and tangible inventory. And next steps. What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next stage in your process of developing the chief aim? As I said, my experience has been have resources, ready to do it, and then I had to check my mindset. Then I had to check my emotions. So the intangible as well as the tangible are equally important. So when people speak about you're going to need perseverance, you're going to need consistency, you're going to need determination. Those are intangible resources that we need to match the tangible resources, the money, the time, and things of that nature, in order to accomplish the chief aim, the big goal, the big picture. And when we're looking at the picture, please give yourself a little bit more time than you anticipated If you achieve your goal sooner, yes, great stuff. But give yourself enough time to have that buffer space, because those obstacles, those barriers, those unexpected situations, scenarios, circumstances, whatever you want to call them, are going to arise. They're going to happen no matter what, because we're dealing with life and nobody can predict day to day what's going to happen. But we can predict how we are going to show up for those moments that we don't have any power over. Again, so the strategy, WIN, this is the framework for achieving, whether it's big goals, small goals, what you might call medium sized goals. I don't know, your 1 year goal, 2 year goal, 5 year goal, whatever you want to call it or identify it as. Again, let's play to win. What's the chief aim? Let's do an inventory of intangible and tangible assets. Let's have a strategy. And then let's look at the next stage. What's going to be implemented here? As we kind of graft it, what's the next stage? So if you accomplish this thing, what do you do after that? If you don't accomplish this thing, what do you do after that? What's the next stage? It's been a pleasure and an honor to be with you guys this morning. A pleasure and an honor to be with you guys this morning. Today, wow, I changed something. Okay, I got 2 people out there watching. Thank you. I appreciate the support. This is short and sweet today, everyone. This is short and sweet. We normally go 10, 15 minutes. We're at the 12-minute mark right now. And thank you all for the viewership. I really appreciate that. Again, let's play to win. What's the chief aim? Do an inventory of your intangible as well as your tangible resources, your strengths, your weaknesses, threats, and opportunity. And then the N is next stage. What's next? What do you do for the process of development of your objectives, your short term goals, your long term goals? I hope this has been helpful for you guys this morning. I'll see you next Monday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.